Hey everybody, it's Luka, and this is my Minecraft Parthenon project. So, the Parthenon which the Greeks built greatly influenced them, the world around them, and even the world after them. It was burned down by the Persians while under construction, but the Greeks rose back up and rebuilt it, finishing it once and for all. It also hugely influenced the U.S.'s modern government building in Washington, D.C. All in all, the Parthenon and Greek architecture greatly influenced almost everyone and everything around them, and for many more generations to come. The Parthenon cost $703,500,000 modern US dollars to build, or 469 silver Greek talents, which is almost 7 times more than the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. The Parthenon was rebuilt during 447 BCE to 432 BCE in Athens, Greece, during the time of Pericles after the Persians burnt it down, while it was still under construction during the Persian Wars in 480 BCE. The Parthenon has been modified many times over the course of history. For example, it was once used as a Christian cathedral during the 6th century CE. When Greece was overtaken by the Ottoman Empire in the 15th century, the Parthenon became a mosque. In 1687, the Turks used the Parthenon as a storehouse for gunpowder. The Parthenon was made of marble and decorated using scenes from mythological battles. The purpose of these was to show that the Greeks were superior to the Persians. These sculptures were high relief and were part of a Doric frieze. Some of these high-relief sculptures can be viewed today in museums such as the Louvre in Paris and the British Museums in London. Despite this, many of its sculptures have been damaged or lost. This style was based off of the Temple of Olympia, which had been built 15 years previously. The style is meant to be dramatic because it represents dramatic moments in history. The Parthenon was to be the focus of the Acropolis building complex. The Parthenon had a total of 35 Doric columns, 12 bigger columns, and 23 smaller columns. The Parthenon had an unusually large cellar in which to store the enormously oversized statue of Athena. The temple was dedicated to Athena, who is the patron goddess of Athens. As I mentioned in the beginning, the Parthenon and the Greeks greatly influenced all that was around them as well as after them. It truly shows how inspiring and ingenious the Greeks were with their architecture, which influences us to this day. And now that we've talked about the real Parthenon, we are going to take a look at my Parthenon. Here, as you can see, in Minecraft, there isn't marble. So I took quartz to build a Parthenon instead. I used pillar quartz blocks and chisel quartz blocks for the pillars, as well as stairs, and put them on the top and the bottom of the pillars. I then used quartz slabs for the roof and the floor. I started off and put 4 layers for the floor, then built each individual pillar on each side, and made a rectangle connecting all the pillars with the first layer of the roof. I then built it up so that it looked like stairs on both sides, and then put each side to the Parthenon so it looked like the sides of the real Parthenon. I then, as you can tell, I cannot make friezes or have enough detail for that in Minecraft, so I instead just put a single decorative gold block on each side of the Parthenon. I then, instead of building the statue of Athena, because I knew I could never make that with enough detail, nor did I have enough space for it, I instead built a simple yet nice looking gold sculpture, and I put everlasting fire behind it. I then, inside of each pillar individually, I dug out little blocks and put in a gold block and an oak fence with a torch to light up the hallway which leads up to the sculpture which is in the middle. And while you might be wondering, well, why are there not 35 pillars and why are there only 12? I did this because I had nor the time nor the capabilities of building 35. So I instead used 12 to make it simpler, yet also still looking good. This concludes my Parthenon. Thank you all for listening, and oh, I almost forgot. Here is Mr. Cotillo. Here are my citations for my project. Here they are. My 2 primary sources are the first one, le 10e métopes du Parthenon, Louvre.fr, and the last one. It was a PDF, and it is called Digital Reunification of the Parthenon and its Sculptures. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all next time.